They thought they got away with it. For decades, these individuals lived normal lives. They had families, jobs, and secrets. But the thing about secrets is that they eventually breathe. Today, we're looking at 7 of the most incredible cold case breakthroughs, from a killer caught by a discarded coffee cup to a mystery solved by a half-eaten sandwich. These are 7 cold cases solved with mind-blowing twists. Case 1. The Coffee Cup Killer, Lindy Sue Beekler. The crime, 1975, Pennsylvania. 19-year-old Lindy is found murdered in her home. No forced entry, no suspects. The cold years. The case goes dark for 47 years. The twist. In 2022, investigators use phenotyping to predict the killer's ancestry. It points to a specific small town in Italy. They narrow it down to David Sinopoli. The capture, undercover detectives follow him to an airport and wait for him to throw away a disposable coffee cup. The reveal, the DNA on the rim, is a perfect match. He had lived in her building the whole time. Case 2. The Golden State Killer, the DNA family tree. The crime, one of the most prolific serial killers in history, terrorized California in the 70s and 80s. 13 murders, 50+ rapes. The twist, investigators didn't find him through a criminal database. They uploaded his DNA to GEDmatch, a public ancestry site. The reveal, they found his third cousins. By building a massive family tree, they narrowed it down to Joseph James D'Angelo. The twist. He was a former police officer who used his training to evade capture for 40 years. Case 3. The Milk Carton Mystery, Jonelle Matthews. The crime, 1984, Colorado. 12-year-old Jonelle disappears from her home after a Christmas concert. Her face becomes one of the first featured on missing children milk cartons. The twist. 35 years later, in 2019, workers digging a pipeline find her remains. The reveal, the killer wasn't a random stranger. It was Stephen Pankey, a man who had obsessively followed the case for years and even tried to help police, knowing exactly where the body was. Case 4. The 50-year-old cigarette butt Rita Current. The crime, 1971, Vermont. Rita is found murdered in her apartment. The only evidence, a single cigarette butt found near her body. The twist. In 2023, DNA testing finally identifies the owner of the cigarette, William Dearus. The reveal, Dearus lived in the apartment above Rita on the night of the murder. He had a fight with his wife and left the room for a walk. His wife lied to police for 50 years to protect him. Case 5. The Lollipop Breakthrough, the Walker Family. The crime, 1959, Florida. A family of 4 is brutally murdered. The case inspired the book In Cold Blood. The twist, for 50 years, everyone thought it was a random drifter. The reveal, in 2012, DNA was exhumed from 2 suspects, Dick Hickok and Perry Smith. Modern testing proved they were at the scene. The twist was that the answer was in the FBI's files all along. They just didn't have the technology to prove it until now. Case 6. The Murder in the Library, Betsy Ardsma. The crime, 1969. A graduate student is stabbed in the stacks of the Penn State Library. It happened in broad daylight, surrounded by people, yet no one saw a thing. The twist, decades later, a man named Rick Hefner becomes the prime suspect after his death. The reveal, Hefner was a brilliant but violent geologist. The twist. He had actually told friends he killed a girl in a library, but they thought he was joking or being dramatic. Justice came only after he was long gone. Case 7. The Genetic Ghost, Brittany Stykes. The crime, 2013, Ohio. A young mother is shot while driving her Jeep. Her daughter survives, but Brittany does not. The twist. For years, it was treated as a road rage incident. The reveal, using forensic genealogy, police found that the DNA on the shell casings didn't belong to a stranger, but to someone connected to her through a tangled web of local residents. This case proved that even recent cold cases 10 years are being solved faster than ever. 7 cases. 7 families who finally got the answers they waited a lifetime for. These stories are a reminder that the shadow of the past is never as long as the reach of justice. Which of these twists shocked you the most? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more true crime deep dives. Thanks for watching.